I am on Patreon, and Patreon is a platform where I will upload interesting videos where you can learn astrology. And this is an exclusive Patreon only membership videos where you will get some interesting takes on Vedic astrology, some interesting learning on Vedic astrology. Connect with me on Patreon and we will grow, and I will give you much more deep insights on Vedic astrology, and lot more secrets will be shared there. Hello seekers, welcome to Punneits Astrology, your one-stop astro channel. Let's talk about Sagittarius zodiac sign. Something is happening in the sign of Sagittarius from past 1 year. It's not just that the Sagittarius finds its Lord Jupiter getting debilitated, continuously joining Ketu or Saturn, but something else is also happening. Sagittarius is facing claustrophobia. It is facing a very tight-roped approach where there is no room for expansion, there is no room to flex the muscle. On one side, Saturn is restricting the resources of this zodiac. On the other side, Ketu is depriving or taking away most of the energies, and therefore the Sagittarius zodiac sign is spending more than it is able to hold as a resource. Something big is happening, and you can take a look into your past year. You can understand, you can relate to these energies, and that is why in this video we will discuss something very unique about Sagittarius and how to look into your chart, find out which bhava of your kundli, which house of your kundli is ruled by Sagittarius zodiac sign, and that area of your life is under claustrophobia. That area is under a weird kind of energy exchange that we will discuss in detail. So please subscribe to this channel, because with subscription you and me can stay connected. Click the bell icon to get notifications. Follow me on Telegram channel to get all links from all channels and some specific stuff. Also, you can follow me on Instagram for reels and some more interesting posts on Vedic astrology. Let's begin with this unique video. What's wrong with Sagittarius? Sagittarius is the natural ninth house. It is the house of dharma. That means the duty of mankind, the duty of a father, the duty of a son, the duty of a mother, the duty of a daughter, the duty of a citizen, the duty of a devotee. What he's supposed to do in the position that he holds is defined as dharma of that native, dharma of the person, or dharma of the post. This dharma is the domain of Sagittarius. It is represented by a horse, half man being holding a bow and arrow. What does it represent? This represents the fast-paced nature, but with sharp focus. It's like animalistic instinct to run, but a human instinct or a human intellect. And with a bow and arrow, it's ready to aim, ready to shoot. It's like the Arjuna, the ultimate Sagittarian aim. When you go close to Krishna, when you go close to the Paramatma. And that is why in the entire Mahabharata, the Bhagavad Gita is an episode where Krishna, Bhagavan Krishna himself, explains the dharma to Arjuna. That means the knowledge of dharma comes in the dharma yuddha. That means when you are in the war of execution of dharma. And Sagittarius is all about this war, this battle scenario. That is why Sagittarius holds a very important nakshatra called Mula Nakshatra, which is like the root, the basis of existence. This Sagittarius zodiac finds Saturn in Capricorn and Ketu in Scorpio, and this position is true since Ketu's movement in the sign of Scorpio. So, the day when Ketu moved into Scorpio, Sagittarius came under Pap Kartari. This position of Saturn and Ketu is squeezing the Sagittarius zodiac sign, and the output of Sagittarius was limited. And no matter what you do, you never had a chance to explore the dharma in the way you can, because just like Arjun, he was squeezed between his own thoughts. Should he quit? Just like Ketu in the 12th house? Or should he fight with limited resource, because the army right in front of him is a well-equipped, well-trained army of Maharathis and Ati Maharathis. And this is here Arjun, who is having a self-doubt. But remember, because Arjun followed the path of Dharma, the path of Sagittarius, it was difficult. But God was by his side. Lord Hanuman, Bhagwan Hanuman, gave him the blessing by making his presence on the chariot of Arjun. What else do you expect when the entire God, when the entire cosmic energy is by your side? The only problem is the nature of humanity, the nature of the humans. It is not easy to cross the boundary of Jyeshtha and Moola and understand Moola Nakshatra, rip yourself apart, dip completely, dissolve in the waters of the Purva Shadha, and then come out afresh in the Uttarashadha Nakshatra. It's not easy. So all the spirituality was squeezed, all the efforts were squeezed, all the hope, ambition, desire were squeezed. One way you can say that the travel industry got affected the most because of this Pap Kartari. Well, that's 9th house. Now Sagittarius, or the Dhanu Rashi itself, does not know how to express itself, because if Sagittarius has to do anything, it should take the help of Capricorn, because that's the second from Sagittarius. And there was Saturn depriving Sagittarius with necessary resource, because Saturn is nothing in surplus, but Saturn is the energies that is given just enough for survival. Whereas on the 12th house of Sagittarius, you have Ketu. It's all about moksha. That means you were forced and squeezed to understand the dharma of your life from the part of life ruled by Sagittarius, and lot of desire from that house were given up. Just try to find that out. Let's take a basic example. Sagittarius is the 4th house. So the desire to buy a home, property, car was given up. In spite of all the battles that you did, in spite of all the hurdle, you always found yourself in a trap, in a convoluted mess, and you saw that you are unable to flex your arm, so either you compromised or you have given up at least on one element from that particular house, at least one element from the house controlled by Dhanu Rashi. This Pap Kartari was squeezing Sagittarius, but now let's take another look into this. Jupiter, the lord of Sagittarius, is no longer debilitated. This Jupiter has moved into Aquarius. It is now out of not only the Pap Kartari, but also Jupiter has escaped the influence of Saturn and Ketu. Although Jupiter is in the Saturnian zodiac sign of Aquarius, but that is okay, because Aquarius is a humanitarian zodiac and Jupiter in Aquarius is like Vishwaguru. This is a very different Jupiter. On the other hand, Saturn is moving towards Aquarius. It's no longer going to go retrograde anymore, and Ketu never becomes direct. Ketu's movement is already in the Anuradha Nakshatra. It is moving towards Libra zodiac sign. That will happen next year. So what's actually happening? This is the 2 wall. In between there is Sagittarius. This is Saturn and this is Ketu, who was very close and squeezing the Sagittarius. The wall is now expanding. The distance between Saturn and Ketu is increasing every day, degree by degree, minute by minute. So as the life progresses in the upcoming 5 or 6 months, you will see that Sagittarius gains maximum amount of potential. It's like a complete recharge, an overhaul of Sagittarius zodiac sign, and this complete transformation has to be dealt carefully. The reason? Rahu's presence in 6th house from Sagittarius. You should be careful. You should control the desire from the Dhanu Lagna, from the Dhanu Rashi, from the Sagittarius zodiac sign. Say your Sagittarius is your 7th house. So the desire of business or marriage has to be regulated, because now things will start moving in the positive direction. But remember, you have been deprived for so long that now even a ray of hope will give you so much of happiness that it can create assumptions in your brain and it may lead you to a wrong path. Patience is the key here. Till March, you will see that the energy of Venus will be associated with the sign of Sagittarius, because Venus is transiting the Ashadha Nakshatra. At the end of December, Venus will come back in the Sagittarius zodiac sign. Now this is 6th lord for Sagittarius. If I take Sagittarius as the ascendant, Venus is 6th and the 11th lord. It is not the Karaka planet, but it comes in the 1st house. Remember, it's the 6th lord that comes in the 1st house. It becomes the Prarabdha. The ball sets into motion. But Venus goes under Papkartari. That means it will give you relief, but a limited relief. So if you want to propel your career, propel your ambition, if you want to do something from the house controlled by Sagittarius, if that area of life is the area where you want to focus more in your life currently, do it in a gradual way. It should be a very step-by-step process. If you go full throttle, you are only going to hit a wall. Imagine you were stuck in traffic and now the cars are moving. That doesn't mean that you will go full throttle. That doesn't mean you will simply press the accelerator. You will dash. The cars are moving slowly. You also move slowly, understanding the flow of life. Don't rush. The moment you rush, the entire Sagittarian area will collapse and you will not understand the dharma. Saturn will always restrict you. Because the Saturn being in Capricorn aspects Libra, which is the gain of Sagittarius, and Rahu is present in Taurus, which is Prarabdha of Sagittarius. And so Sagittarius zodiac sign, which can use Venusian energy, now finds Saturn and Rahu controlling both of them. So it was not easy, but at least a ray of hope comes when Venus comes back to this zodiac sign. It starts healing this zodiac. What you should do, you should pray to Mahalakshmi. You should go to Mahalakshmi temple. Bring lotus in your home. Use pink, yellow and red color more often, especially yellow. Buy some gold, limited quantities. Your association with Jupiterian energy should increase. You should involve yourself in humanitarian causes. Donate in accordance to the bhava Sagittarius controls. If it controls 5th house, donate education. If it controls 7th house, donate something good or facilitate a marriage. If it controls 9th house, donate for religious and spiritual causes. So in this way, if you control Sagittarius zodiac sign and understand the energy, you will see that Sagittarius is slightly unfolding itself. It is like a blossoming flower. It will take its time. If you force, you're only going to kill the energy. You're only going to kill the growth. And don't get frustrated just because things are not moving, especially if you are a Sagittarius moon and Sagittarius ascendant. You have suffered a lot by this squeezing energy of Ketu and Saturn and a lot of planets crossing over Sagittarius. That is why dharma, people don't understand their true dharma. So much of confusion. What is your responsibility? Why is there so much of confusion about your role in society, your role in your life? The reason is Sagittarius has taken, or I will say, have gone tremendous transformation. But this transformation do happen time to time in the yugas that we live in. This is nothing new. This kind of movement must have happened in the past. It's just a matter of time, it will happen again. But because we are alive at this time and we are experiencing this energy, it is our responsibility. Because if we are alive and we are experiencing, it is also our karma to live through this. You should focus on your dharma, your duty, and your responsibility to the bhava controlled by Sagittarius. And restrict yourself, accept the restriction and move slowly. Your slow movement will give you peace of mind. Your rapid movement will take away all the happiness. Understand this regulated energy and you will see that you're out of the problem that you are in your life, at least from the bhava controlled by Sagittarius. That is why I say, right now Sagittarius is in a claustrophobia. You need to give some relief and wait for Jupiter to move to Pisces. So guys, that was a quick take on the Sagittarius zodiac sign, what's happening with Sagittarius. I found this interesting, so I wanted to convey this message to all of you. I hope you like this. Do comment your views in the comment section below. And if you can also share your experiences from the area of life controlled by Sagittarius in your chart, and if you know something about it, do share so that it helps other people also. We'll meet in the next video. Till then, this is your host Puneet. Namaste.